A lot of things have changed in our world. We don't have music. All those festivals have been canceled, and pretty much all the sports have been canceled, but they're slowly starting to come back. Our own Mandy Knight is here to join us to talk about what sports could be coming back and what it will be like when sports finally return.
Well, definitely the NBA and MLB, I mean, we're going to be seeing something that we've never seen in our whole life. I know we were talking before the show about the NBA, and basically there's going to be no home court advantage, which is huge because when you're playing someone, let's say the Denver Nuggets, you're going there, you have that altitude, the fans are right on top of you. You know, here there's not going to be any fans in addition to everyone's going to be starting off with a clean slate, basically. So everyone's going to be really fighting to make that playoff spot because there's 22 teams and, you know, there'll be 14.
I think it's going to be interesting to watch as a fan on television if they pipe in crowd noise. Because it's going to be really odd to watch something with no fans at all interacting with that. Okay, and now baseball's got some things in place.
Oh, man, baseball, that's going to be pretty wild. I mean, first off, you cannot spit as a player. You cannot chew seeds. You can only chew gum, which will be hard to enforce. But the other big thing is that when a team is playing in extra innings, you're going to start off, it's similar to softball, with a player on second base. So it's going to shorten the lengths of games because it's going to turn into small ball. You know, you start out with the guy on second, you're going to bunt him over to the third, there'll be one out, and then you're going to hope to drive him in to get a run in. But there's also going to be, there's expanded rosters, and so there's going to be a lot of strategy involved with only 60 games versus 162 games. I mean, there's no room for some guy like, oh, we're going to wait on him. He'll get hot. He'll get hot. It's like, no, you gotta go now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's turn our attention to college football. I know Amanda and I are big college football fans. What's going on with that? We've seen Morehouse cancel their fall sports. What are you hearing?
Well, as of now, college football, it's still on. It's still, turned on to go as expected. I mean, you really can't tell exactly what's going to happen just because COVID-19, there's such a big question mark there. Schools like Baylor University, their school has done very well with only having a certain number of cases of COVID-19, versus Clemson. I mean, they had it was maybe 37, a few weeks ago, versus Baylor that maybe only had 13 total. But it's really going to depend on COVID-19, I would say. But as of now, football is still a go, and it's just a lot of speculation right now. But I'm really hoping for football to come through.
Okay, so if college is iffy, high school, where does high school fall into all of this? Because we've already started to see some schools go, okay, you can learn from home, come to school. So where does high school sports fit in all of this? Well,
it's actually pretty cool. This is going to be a unique year for high school football. So basically the UIL, usually you cannot live stream any game on a telecast, web, anything. However, this season only, all across the state, UIL is allowing teams to broadcast their games live, whether it's a certain website, on a TV station, anything. So, essentially, let's say if your grandmother, maybe a high risk of, COVID-19, she doesn't want to go to the game. However, she can still watch it on the web. So that will be a pretty cool aspect.
And that's been something that's pretty much been reserved for high school playoffs at that point, because there's companies that do that. I understand that. And that actually might be a good thing that came out of this, that maybe we can all see these games. I think it's going to be it's just going to be odd to see sports with no fans in the stands. It's just going to be something I'm not going to have. I've got to get used to it.
Yeah, it's going to be really crazy in the factor that with momentum, fans play a huge part in momentum swings in games. So it's really going to depend, like in the NBA, individually. If a team's driving, they're doing really well, they have to keep that momentum going versus having that crowd to keep them going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Anyway, to follow Mandy and all her ventures, you just follow her on your social media is a good thing. You're always doing score updates.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Watching that Chinese baseball.
Oh.
I just can't get into watching all the foreign sports right now. I'm not a big soccer fan for the UK and stuff, but it's tough. That's the only thing that's on right now.
Yeah. Well, on the web, not on TV, it's the Texas Collegiate League with some of the Baylor Bears are playing in it. So but we'll have the highlights on that on our show.
There you go. Of course, you can always go to our website as well, fox44news.com. You can go get the very best. You can get the sports update, weather, and all that good stuff.